The Mississippi Link is an African American female. The Mississippi Link is an African American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the
And you are on.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Somebody said you were looking for me. Here I go. The man is right here. I want to say a pleasant good evening, everyone. I'm here to introduce myself, all right? And this is We Believe podcast. Mississippi Sinatra here. And I want to start off by inviting all my followers to come over to this page, okay? Come over to podcast. And I want to talk about old school hip hop music, something that I specialize in. So this is basically what I'm on this platform about. The music that we grew up, knew and loved. I want to talk about some of the old night spots like on the Strip back in the day. I want to talk about all the original DJs, all the real party people, the bars and clubs within the city. In other words, I want to talk about good times from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back in the day with some old memories. Like I said, today is just the introduction. I want to introduce myself to you. You know, on my social media page, Facebook, I've always talked about in 2023 I was going to be on podcast. Well, I was just bullshitting, but it happened for real. So here I am. So just want to let you know our next show program, I want to do some live old school mixing. I want to give you some classical music. I want to talk about back in the day, like at high schools, junior high school. I had a good time in junior high school. I was the school DJ. So I got memories of that. I have some photos of back in the day. I'm going to present to you later on throughout this program, but not today. Today is just the introduction to invite y'all to come over, share this video with your friends, and just share it. We want to go worldwide with this, all right? This is something that I've prayed about, asked God to do, and here it is. So first thing first, the music. Today's music is not nothing like the music we grew up with. I'm talking about the Barcades, the Commodores, Earth, Wind and Fire, that type of music. That's the type of music that I want to present to you on this platform. Bring back the good times. We got a lot of old school grown folks out there that haven't heard the music that we grew up and we loved for quite some time. Well, I'm here to present that to you. And I want you to stick with me. I want you to follow me. I want you to stay on this page right here. I want you to just link up, share this video, because that's what we're going to be doing here. All right? I know a lot of y'all are familiar with me, but I want to get introduced to a new audience. I want to broaden my audience. I want it to be big because I'm here to entertain you. I don't want to talk about no world affairs. I want to talk about music, legendary music from legendary artists like the OJs, the Commodores, Keith Sweat, some music that we hadn't heard, that we don't get to hear that often. Then I want to turn around and bring up the old school blues like ZZ Hill, Lil Milton, Bobby Blue Bland. So we got a lot of stuff that we want to work on. You know, that's traditional music, and it's been around, and we want to keep it around. I mean, it don't ever quit. But I also like to say this weekend is the Martin Luther King birthday celebration. Of course, Mr. Kenny Stokes, Councilman Stokes, has organized this parade. You know, we've been off for a couple of years due to COVID, but through the blessing of the good Lord, we're back this year, and we want to be bigger and better and bigger than ever. I'm going to be the MC for the show, for the parade. I'm going to be at Linear and Martin Luther King location. I'm going to introduce the performers and everyone that's in the band, within the band. So get up early and come on out and enjoy yourselves. And Thursday nights, I have my own R&B blues show on 90.1 WMPR from 10 to 2. Pretty much what this platform is going to be about, the music. And I know a lot of people love the music. I get a lot of feedback from it. But this time you get a chance to see me do it live. You know, I know a lot of DJs out there doing this here, but I'm going to give it to you the way I was brought up doing it. So it's going to be different, live, and you're going to love it. So all I'm asking you to do is give me a chance, and we're going to make it work, and I'm going to make you dance. I guarantee you I'm going to make you dance, and you're going to enjoy yourself, because this is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? If you're an adult. And we also have some, let me see, a teenage, let me make sure I got it right. Some adult teenagers that love old school and blues. My kids sometimes ask me, can they go to the blues show? I said, you going with me so you could watch me and tell your mama. No, I like it. And then they get the name of songs. So we want to get everybody. We want to get everybody in. I mean, the new school is cool. The Southern Soul is cool. But I'm an old school hip hop, R&B, and blues lover. So today is just like the introduction, like I've been saying. I want y'all to get familiar with this format. Y'all see me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm not too good with it. But this layout right here, this state-of-the-art facility is going to show me a lot, so we can work together and y'all can enjoy it. The music going to be quality music. And boy, let me tell you something. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You ain't going to get enough of it. So share, 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 share. I'm going to get some of my friends that support me in the future to come through, speak with you. I'm going to get some of them old school R&B artists to come through. You know, I still got to hook up and bring them through. Even the ones that's on major record labels. I know how to contact them. So I want y'all to get ready. Put your hair in a ponytail. Guys, trim your mustache to get it right, because it's going down right here at We Believe, the digital platform podcast. I'm Mississippi Sinatra once again. I want you to share, 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 share. All right? So to get things started, I want to talk about some old school music that I listen to that you might be familiar with, like Barry White, Charlie Wilson, the Gap Band, the Crusaders. Y'all know about the Crusaders, Sticks Hoopers and the Crusaders, Street Life. That's on the jazz set. I play that as well. Bobby Womack. Let me see. Man, there's so many old school artists that we don't usually hear. Luther Vandross, R&B. Cameo. I'm going to bring all that to you, man. All that. You know? So it's going to be a great show. We're going to enjoy ourselves. I think I have an hour here. That's enough time, but it's not enough time. But it's enough to get your adrenaline going and to make you tune in much more. Saturday mornings, I got a blues show. Play old school blues on there. I love it. With a little touch of Southern soul. But man, listen, I want to take you back to the old school. You remember Stardust? Yeah. You remember Daddy's Money? JR's? Dorsey's on the Strip? The CB Club? Mr. B's? That's the era I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Every time you think about that. I remember you could get ready to go to the Strip. If you didn't have a ride, you could flag somebody down. You could be walking and say, hey man, give me a ride to the Strip. You remember that? They'll give you a ride to the Strip. And at the end of the night, you can ask somebody to give you a ride now. Back then. Now, your own sisters and brothers won't give you a ride home from the club. They scared of you. But we're going to bring back the good times and the memories and just let you know life is still good. You can still entertain and have fun. I do it all the time. Yeah, I bullshit for the money. I mean, people pay me to come out and entertain them. I go to the Chalkyard in Canton. I go over in Walnut Grove to the 35 Bad Boys Club. I move around. But everybody that hires me know I'm for the old school and the blues. 80% of my playlist is like 80s, 90s, old school. 15% is a little hip hop. That's just the barbecue sauce to go on it. But overall, we have a good time. I have no complaints, and I'll always be invited back. And guess what? Y'all gonna invite me back once we get started. So this is just the warm up. This the layout. I'm giving you the bim on what's about to happen, and I'm gonna bring that old school hip hop blues back to you that you love and can't get enough of it. And I just want to say to the staff here, thank you for inviting me. I got flagged down, or did I flag them down? One of the two that invited me to come and be a part of this. So I'm here, Mr. Garrett, thank you so much, and your staff. They got a nice studio here, and we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the grown and sexy. I'm gonna do it for the originals, the people that still enjoy old school music, the people that pull up on their phone 80s and 90s old school. I'm gonna do that for you. And if you're young, you're welcome to join in. And trust me, we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be great. I don't have no layout. I'm talking off the top of my head because this is how I roll. And boy, it's gonna be great. James Brown doing it to death. We're gonna have a funky good time. It's gonna be rolling. It's gonna roll. It's gonna roll like an 18-wheeler. Please share. Share, share, share. Share, share. Got 5 minutes for our first break come up, but don't y'all go anywhere. Okay? This is me. Share. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Do it all. I just feel a little uncomfortable right now because I don't have my headphones and my controller in my hands. But if I had that, I'd go to work on you like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I do what they call mixed old school music. I love mixed music. I'm not a scratching DJ. I leave that to the top dogs. I do my part because I want to see the dance floor packed. And like Zap and Roger said, I can make you dance. I'm going to make you party from right here. Okay, we believe the digital platform on social media. All right?
Hey, Sinatra.
Thank you so much for
How
inviting me.
you doing, man?
All right?
You good?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
I heard you talking about some things I know a little bit about.
Oh, yeah?
So you wanted to go way back in the day
Yeah.
when Club 77 and Villa Fair.
Well, now
on the strip.
I'm going to go back that far.
You don't want to go back that far.
I was young. I was
You want to go back to the Birdland?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you want to go back that far?
Yeah, I can do that.
Or you want to go back to the Ivory Coast across the river in Flowood, where we had all the gambling and the slot machines.
No,
and
I heard
the
about
girls
it.
dancing. You don't want to go back that far?
No, that's too far.
That's too far back for you.
I had to go get my granddad and bring him up for that. But you come back to, like I said, the strip, the skating ring. I did my part over there with DJ Run, rest in peace. That was my main
I
man.
remember DJ Run.
Run used to talk about you all the time.
Yeah,
He used to slide to that old sucker TV.
Yeah, I remember Run.
You remember that night that we had that Cat Williams audition thing, and you came in there, and everybody was auditioning, and then you got the mic in the end.
Yeah, I wanted to be a comedian too.
You won.
Yeah.
You man, them youngsters didn't know what to
They
say.
didn't know where I
You
was
sang
coming
to
from.
everybody because you was talking like a Richard Pryor.
Right.
And they was confused, but they felt you.
Right.
Because they were like, they gave you a round of applause. And I was like, man, I didn't know you get out like that. But you know what that was? You had a glass in your hand.
I did.
And then you got loose.
I was in the spirit.
Yeah. So that was a good time. The Penguin. That was the Penguin.
Yeah.
And I used to go
with Dr. Cooley over
Yeah.
there at the Penguin and John Hardy.
I used to go by there and eat the food. It was delicious.
They had that hot dog special.
I didn't go there. I went
Well,
to
that's what that's what it was known for because back in the day, the cafe across the street specialized in hot dogs at JSU.
Yeah.
That's before your time?
Yeah. I used to go eat the lunch.
Oh, yeah.
I used to like the barbecue ribs. If you want to impress somebody, I used to always want to impress my wife. I said, come on, go with me to the Penguin. She said, you got the money for them bills? I said, it's not expensive. It's going to be great food. And she like, I'm going to go this time, but bring me a plate. The same thing.
Yeah.
Great quality food. Down the street, Mr. S. I was a little boy. I used to be in there. I never forget one night, Big Gladney come up in there.
Big Gladney.
He was terrible.
He's notorious.
He was terrible. I used to always say, when do he go to sleep? He used to come to our house so much, and I tell this all the time. My daddy said, next time you come out here, bring your desk.
Yeah.
Because that's where he always
Well,
was.
he ruled West Jackson now.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely ruled it.
Yeah. I stayed out his way, but him, Frank Milton, I was in that era.
Well, he was before Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were similar kind of people.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Mr. S, people used to go home and take a nap so they could get up. The crowd wouldn't get there till 12, 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And when we used to come out there, the sun would be up. And everybody would go get some breakfast. And the spot was back then was Crystals. Crystals on Ellis Avenue. You can go sit there.
Stayed over all night.
Sit there, have breakfast, enjoy yourself. Make you feel like you was a baller.
Yeah.
That was back then. They didn't call them ball. They were big shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could go sit and eat. Take your favorite girl with you. People would come in there. They wasn't keeping on no chaos.
Yeah.
People have a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody had some money.
They did have a little money, but it didn't take a lot of money.
But no.
No.
A breakfast was $3.
$3.
Yeah. Then you had a little something to drink with you.
Yeah. And what was the name of the restaurant out from Club 77 that stayed over all night with the chitlins? Just Stales, or wasn't it Stales?
Stales.
It was that Stales.
Okay, let me say this here. Actually, this. That was one in subdivision number two, right?
Yeah.
That was called the tea room.
The tea room. I remember the tea room.
The tea room.
Yeah.
I used to hear my mama always say, you mentioned this here. What about Nakisaki?
Nagasaki. Boy, that takes us back a long ways.
My mama used to always say, I'm getting dressed tonight and I'm going to Nagasaki. We didn't have a clue what Nagasaki.
Well, you know, out in the sub, they used to have live strip shows and everything out there.
Really?
That was the first time I saw that when I was 21 years old. I believe I saw some dancing girls live for the first time out in sub number 2.
Well, let me tell you what's going on now with the stripping game, and I don't go anymore. The strippers come to the club and go to the pole and stay up there all night long to the guys leave because they don't throw no money on the ground.
What?
If the guy pole.
What?
The strippers come to the club and climb the pole and go up there and stay all night.
You supposed to go in there with $100 singles.
Right.
You're supposed to at least have 100 singles in your pocket when you go in there.
I was in the club one night and put on that song Make It Rain. The guy came up there, you don't cut that goddamn song off. Because they don't do that no more. But listen, Mr. Gary, I appreciate you inviting me. We got to take a break and we're going to come back. But I'm enjoying this already. But you wait till I bring my mixing board, my computer, and take them all the way back.
Well, I know you're going to do it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this here. You called me one night and said, how did you stay on here without them cutting your music off? And I'm going to tell you how.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, you know what the rumor is. We wanted to get into it tonight, but you know the rumor.
What was that?
Did you know you had that popular show on Saturday morning?
Right.
And then you're no longer on there. We looked for you over there and we couldn't find you.
Well, sometimes you have to go up and stay there.
I'll let that be that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
You want to close it out there?
Yeah, we're not live now, are we?
Yeah.
We still live?
We're still alive.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, for this time, like I said, this is the intro. Appreciate you inviting me, man. I'm just riding and doing what I do. And got a chance to see you standing out there. You know, I always stop and say something.
You did.
Even if it's a lie.
You do.
You know, that means hello.
Mm-hmm.
And you invited me in here for a minute. I was kind of stunned. I was like, you said, man, come on in here. I was like,
Well, I know your talent.
well, I appreciate
I know
that.
your talent. I used to come by every Saturday and get 20 from it, so you would say a few words about me on the radio show.
Well, now it's a Honda. But listen, what I'm saying is, we gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna enjoy that old school. They love it. That's my marketing tool. I'm known for the old school and the blues. And thank you once again. This is We Believe podcast on social media. Hopefully you could share this to your friends and be on Facebook, Instagram, and make it do what it do. Numbers don't lie. Always remember, numbers do not lie. People do.
Well, I tell you, I just want to say that, it's good to have you here.
Yeah.
You're broadcasting live all over the world.
Okay.
We're being seen on Facebook, on YouTube, on Roku TV, and on
Okay.
WeBelieveDigital.com.
Okay.
All over the world, we're going to get a chance to let you demonstrate that talent, that skill that you perfected
Right.
over the years. And
Right.
it'll be good to see you in your real space with your music
Right.
and your commentary and your guests. I just can't wait to see that. So
And I've been doing this since y'all was a tadpole. So, I mean, a minnow. So, I mean, I have no fear when I do. I make a Mexican dance. I can make it do what it do because I'm confident.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself?
Nobody.
And I believe in myself.
Nobody.
And I go home sometime and I sit down and my wife said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I feel sorry for him." She said, "What you mean? What happened?" I said, "I left them there. They still shaking."
Still shaking.
Yeah. So I mean, I did a wonderful
You
job.
did a good job.
Yeah.
I know. You got any gigs out that you're doing?
Man, I got a full deck already.
You got a full deck
Like I
already?
said, I'm gonna be doing the Martin Luther King parade this weekend. They're gonna put me on the corner there in front of Linear, and I'm gonna be introducing everybody coming through the parade.
Okay, you're gonna call out all of the celebrities.
Right. Which everybody there's gonna be a celebrity.
Everybody there.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Councilman Kenneth Stokes and the 833 Nation. That's where I come from. That
Yeah.
blood run through my veins.
Yeah.
And then I got a dog show coming up in March the 4th. We got some high dollar dogs there.
Oh, okay.
My good friend, Mr. Glover. Someday I can bring him on here and let him bring some of them dogs and they see
Yeah,
him.
that'd be great.
They top of the line animals.
That'd be great.
Mr. Vic Allen called me the other week. He hired me for an event. You got to be good. If you get one artist to call and hire you, generally the promoter hire you, right?
Right.
Well, he's the artist.
He-
And he called me and said, "Sinatra, my wife, and I want you to do this for us."
Okay.
So-
Okay. He requested you.
Right. So my work speak for itself.
It does. It
So,
does.
I mean, it's a blessing, man. I mean, after I left that other door that closed on me, I got on the elevator a little light.
Yeah.
I went up.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well, where'd you leave old Snooty?
post Spooty.
Spooty.
That's me. You don't get a chance to meet him. You'll get there. I just got to get the little shakes out of me right now. Get everything up. Post Spooty.
Post Spooty.
This is what he represents, flat broke.
Flat broke.
If you went to court with me and you said, "Your Honor, I want to sue this man," and the judge looked around and saw this shirt on, he'll say, "I ought to charge you. Don't you see what that man's shirt called? Flat broke. How you gonna sue him and he ain't got nothing?"
You got flat
So,
broke on your
If
chest.
the rent man come to the house and knock on the door, I need to get that rent money. I can say, "Man, I'm,"
Flat broke.
and he turn around.
Well, I know about being flat broke.
Right.
We were so poor coming up until, mother used to put some bacon in the greens.
Uh-huh.
And then, all of the kids would have to get in line because we couldn't bite the bacon, but she let her dip it in there and let her, each one of us suck that juice off of it and keep the line moving.
Well,
That's kind of poor, ain't it?
yeah, we were so poor one time, we ain't had no garbage. The garbage man used to come out there and we sit on the porch and say, "Y'all ain't got nothing?" My daddy said, "Ain't nothing happened yet."
Ain't nothing.
So it's all been a blessing. Now we got trash everywhere now.
Everywhere.
I'll be saying sometime at the house, I said, "How in the hell these folks up in the house so poor got so much garbage?"
Throw it out, be mounds of garbage every day, every time they come pick it up.
They take everything and throw it in the trash.
Boy, I tell you, we live
But it's a
in a
blessing.
country
Yeah.
where people are really blessed.
Believe it or not, in some countries, in some states, this water bottle is worth some money.
Oh yeah, it'd be worth somebody in Jackson right now.
Really?
Yeah, well, since the water pressure might be back up, so it just went down. But last week, that bottle was worth $5.
You know, when we was coming up, we used to go get government cheese. Now we're getting government water. You know, the world has changed. It's a different world. But yeah, man, we just want to say thanks for the introduction. I just want to let y'all know we're gonna do this again. When you invite me back again.
Oh man, we want you here as a regular part of the family. You know, we're gonna take this show to the next level, and you part of making We Believe Digital get where it needs to be, recognized throughout this country as one of the best black-owned broadcaster studios in the world. And for our friends in China, in Asia, in Russia, our folk over there in Ukraine, we want them to know who you are, and we want you to bring joy and some laughter in places where it's a lot of sadness and depression.
Well, let me say this here. You know I sell bullshit for a living, right?
I didn't know.
Well, the train coming in tomorrow is going to bring a bunch of it. So get ready, because that's what I sell for a living. Bullshit. But I want to show you something while you was naming those countries.
Yeah.
I want to show you this here. I've already got, come on phone, let's start that. These are my views that I have. I have 35 in Nigeria. I have 14 in Indonesia.
Wow.
I have 14 in Haiti. I have 7 in Uganda. I have 6 in Pakistan. I have 3 in India.
Let me tell you this. You're about to get some more.
I hope so.
You're about to get some more. I think the producer's telling us you got to close it out.
Okay. Well, listen, it's a wrap. I mean, I feel good, like James Brown said. Appreciate y'all letting me come into your house and your lives for this few minutes. And, man, we're going to get it popping and get it going. So thank you so much, Mr. Garrett.
Yes, sir.
It's the treat when players meet, even in the streets. And with that being said, hasta la vista, baby. Hey, remember, if you see some bullshit coming, duck. If you don't, that means you like bullshit. Bye.
Somebody said that you was good for me.